What's going on, all you benchwarmers, and welcome to episode 6 of the BenchWarmer's podcast. My name is Tyler Wood.
I am Eli Phillips.
We are so glad to see y'all again for another week. Let's get this iPad pulled up with these live comments.
Oh, yeah.
Man, what a weekend for sports.
What a weekend, man. I'm so excited about what happened, with the semifinals, and I'm excited about what the NFL playoffs kind of kicked off. So there's a lot.
A lot has happened.
A lot has changed, and a lot has that we kind of predicted,
Yeah. Let some people know we're live.
We gotta have these people live. So,
meanwhile, I guess this is a first. Auburn's basketballing right now as we speak. Well, they were in halftime when we were watching a little bit of the game before, but other than that, man,
I think Auburn looks okay without.
I have no words. I mean, we still had a whole half to go. And we all know how that can go, how that happened with Texas last Tuesday. But other than that, this team's balling, bro.
They're looking. I think this shows the opportunity for Auburn to be without Johnny Broom about what happens next season. That's what I told you.
Janai is definitely going to be a threat when he gets in the league. He is going to be a major threat, and I'm hoping he'll start or at least be drafted to a good team if he goes pro.
Right. And
I'll put him up there with Kessler as one of the best Auburn centers of all time. He has had a longer career than Walker Kessler did because Walker Kessler was a 1 year. Walker Kessler was a 1 year guy for Auburn.
Yeah.
But other than that, but Auburn is playing some of the best basketball right now. Hey, number 1 in the country. They got put at number 1 yesterday. So I'm not complaining there. We are cooking right now and playing our best ball. So we'll get back into some basketball talk in a few minutes. But first, let's go ahead and get down to the point. Another year of no SEC in the National Championship. Texas just could not get the job done.
I think Ohio State has something to prove.
Oh, yeah.
After that Michigan loss, their game is so different ever since they played Michigan. They had struggled by protecting the ball. They struggled offensively. They struggled defensively. But when they got into the playoffs,
I just think
they're playing perfect football.
Jeremiah Smith has proven he's the best wide receiver in the country right now. Or one of the best wide receivers. Best freshman wide receiver in the country, that's for sure. So I'm not gonna knock Ohio State for that. That's for sure.
I wouldn't.
And man, to be honest, I didn't expect this from Notre Dame. Notre Dame is the last team I would have predicted to make the national championship this year. I had a feeling Notre Dame would make the playoffs, but it's Notre Dame. Come on. We got to realize Notre Dame is always going to have one of the weaker schedules. They're not going to be the strongest. They might be strong in some areas.
I'm going to say this, and I'm going to agree with all.
My whole life, I've been told Notre Dame is overrated.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna say this, and I'm going to have to agree with all the sports analysts that have talked about this. If you want to be in the college football playoff, you have got to be in a conference.
yeah,
It doesn't matter. Notre Dame's majority schedule is ACC. Join the ACC. You know, you got all these other teams battling for their lives for their conference championship. Notre Dame gets a slip in just to get a playoff bid.
do I think Notre Dame belongs? No. Do I think they belong now? Yes. You beat Indiana. Good for you. You beat the team no one was expecting to make it. Or you beat a team that no one wanted in.
Yeah.
Who was their second round game against? Georgia? Yeah. You beat the second best SEC school. That I got to give you props to. They sent Georgia home. You know, that's, like I said, not what I expected from Notre Dame to beat Georgia like they did. They beat Penn State the other night. That was a good game. But I think the Cinderella story comes to an end next Monday. I think this is the end. I think Notre Dame plays it close in the first half. But I think Ohio State just runs away with it, man. Like, don't get me wrong, Ohio State doesn't have the strongest schedule either.
I don't think it's going to be close, man. I don't think it's going to be close at all. Ohio State just has a better defense, a better scheme offensively. You know, they got the best wide receiver in the country right now. So
Will Howard's balling.
Will Howard's playing his best game right now. So Notre Dame, you know, they have a good defense and they have a good running game, but that run game is going to be completely outmatched by the front seven that Ohio State has.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, if you truly think about it, I picked Ohio State from the start. Since week 0, I've been picking Ohio State. I don't like Ohio State. Never have, never will. I'm a diehard Auburn fan. I can't stand Ohio State. But if there's one player, I picked Ohio State because I know there's something about Ryan Day. I know that he's one heck of a coach and one of the best right now. Because I knew he was going to get his year, and I knew this would probably be the year he would do it. Hey, Jeremy. I knew this would be Ryan Day's year to do it. But more importantly, if there's one player on the Ohio State team I'm proud of if he wins his national championship, is Quinshon Judkins.
Alabama native.
Quinshon Judkins, Alabama native, Pike Road, Alabama. Class of 2021, might I add. State champion, also, might I add. Went to Ole Miss. Was told by Brian Harsin at Auburn that he was too small to be an SEC running back.
Y'all could have grabbed
Judkins ran all over Auburn. His second season at Ole Miss. Ran all over Brian Harsin. Judkins gets out of the SEC. He transfers to Ohio State. He got a game-winning touchdown. Or not game-winning, but he had a touchdown last week in the Natty. In the semifinals last week against Texas. I'm happy for Judkins. I want Quinshon to win a ring. I want him to finish off. I want him to be able to go out with a bang. And he's still got what, man? I think a year or two left.
Let's see.
But
I think he has 2 years. But have you heard the NCAA is thinking about extending 5 years for I think that's ridiculous. You're extending 5 years for players to legally play for college.
That's bullcrap. Have you seen the thing about how they think how they say Carson Beck's NIL money at Miami is worth more than Jaden Daniels, Bo Nix, Caleb Williams.
That's just bizarre.
Rookie contract.
That's just bizarre.
That's absolutely bullcrap. The fact that a college quarterback is making more money than an NFL rookie.
Right.
I'll say this, and it is the only reason Ohio State wins it. NIL. Look at how much NIL money Ohio State has put into their team.
You know what my dad calls the national championship game?
What?
The NIL Bowl. He told me, he said, and Dad, you're probably watching this, probably at halftime right now, but he called it the NIL.
Send him the link.
He called it the NIL Bowl.
Yeah.
He said there's gonna be people watching it, but there's gonna be players without a doubt. Even if they lose or win, they're gonna get paid millions.
Didn't you say Isaiah Bond was the one who went up to Nick Saban and asked him for more money?
Yeah, and let me tell you this. So after the Rose Bowl game with Michigan, they're flying back home to Tuscaloosa. Isaiah Bond went up to Nick Saban. He sat down right by Nick Saban on the fly home. He asked Nick Saban, so how much am I getting paid for this game? Nick Saban went up to Isaiah Bond, and he said, Look, you either contribute to this team, or you can transfer somewhere else for a team that can pay you better, because I'm not going to pay you for this game, and you're acting ridiculous. That's what Saban told him. And so Isaiah Bond chose a Lamborghini at Texas.
Hey, they reported to the draft today. He's going to be the number 6 wide receiver in the wide receiver class.
Good for him.
I think he's going to do well in the pros. I really do.
Good for him, but I've lost so much respect from him after what he did. Like, that is the mentality of college football now. Is in the games, college athletes are wondering how much they're going to get paid. When's their paycheck will be mailed? Who cares about this trophy? Who cares about this national championship? Where's my check?
It's not for the love of the game anymore.
Where is my check? I'm waiting for my check so I can go buy this Lamborghini in a couple weeks.
So you want to hear the top 20 NIL athletes? This is the top 100. But I'm going to give you the top 20 most valued NIL players. Starting at 1, Arch Manning at $6.6 million.
Ooh, that's high.
Number 2, Shedeur Sanders at 6.5.
6.5.
Number 3 is Travis Hunter. 5.7 million. 4 is Quinn Ewers. 5 is Carson Beck. 6 is Cooper Flagg. If you don't watch college basketball, he's one of the best forwards for Duke this season. He's really good.
The other day he shot 42 points.
Gosh, the kid's good. He went off against Auburn.
Yeah.
Number 7 is Livy Dunn, the gymnast from LSU. Is AJ Dibbenstaw, plays basketball. Mm-hmm. 9 is DJ Lagway from Florida. 10 is Jeremiah Smith at Ohio State. 11 is Garrett Nussmeier at LSU. 12 is Lenora Sellers from South Carolina. 13 is Drew Aller, Penn State. 14 is Cade Klubnik at Clemson. 15 is Nico Imaliava at Tennessee. 16 is Sam Leavitt, Arizona State. 17 is Bryce Underwood, Michigan. Well, the guy who hasn't signed yet. Or no, who is signed. Decommitted from LSU and committed to Michigan. And he hasn't even played a snap of college football yet. 18 is John Mater, committed to Oklahoma. 19 is Darian Mensah, committed to play quarterback for Duke. And rounding out at number 20 at $2.6 million, Jalen Milroe.
Mildew.
22 is Hollywood. Ryan Williams is at your 22 position. That Jackson Dart's in there. I'm just, college football is just not what it used to be. I've been very silent on the NIL talk.
Now, it's not about the college. It's not about recruiting rankings anymore. It's about who's getting paid more rankings that you're just reading now. It's about the value.
Dude, Diego Pavia is in the top 50. In the top 50. Keelan Russell is in the top 50.
Alabama recruit.
Flau'jae Johnson, LSU. She's a center and a guard for LSU. Ryan's NIL value, what'd she say?
How much is Ryan's NIL value?
Ryan's NIL value is $2.3 million. Absolutely ridiculous. They're kids.
They're getting paid $2 million.
That's absolutely ridiculous. When you are, I don't care who his daddy is. I don't care just because his daddy is Deion Sanders. When Shedeur Sanders is celebrating on the sidelines before a game, flexing his watch, his something, I don't know how many carat watch, as a college kid, that is bull crap. That is absolutely ridiculous. No, NIL has just been garbage altogether. It is absolutely terrible. You should not be getting paid. What's the point of a scholarship?
Right. What's the point of giving a player a scholarship and a tuition, a free ride?
If you're just going to pay him $3.7 million to play quarterback at the University of Ohio State.
Here's the deal. It's not it. The recruiters are not, or it's not like this anymore. They're not saying we're giving you a free ride to, okay, let's say Florida. We're giving you a free ride to Florida. It's about we're going to pay you. We're going to pay you to start at $1.2 million, and to let you start for our team this coming season for $1.2 million if you come play with us. That's the NIL today. Scholarships don't matter. Tuition doesn't matter. National championships don't matter. Conference championships don't matter. It's about how much you're gonna get paid. How much are you gonna get after a game and win? It's ridiculous because those are kids younger than me, 5 years younger than me, and getting paid $1.2 million. Tyler and I work for middle class jobs, and these kids are out in college getting paid $2 million a year.
I'm trying to look at the basketball NIL bit.
$2 million a year. 18-year-olds.
Auburn does not have Janai Broome is not in the top 50 for NIL basketball. Janai Broome, the best player in college basketball right now, is not in the top 50 for NIL. Matter of fact, I don't even see him in the top 100. Yeah, no. You can't build up any kind of pride in your school if you jump around every season.
No, that's exactly what I'm saying. What I'm saying is there's no dedication, there's no commitment. Committing does not matter anymore. They're committed to money. They're not committed to the school. When they say commit,
what happened to the love of the game?
When they say commit, they say I commit to that $1.2 million check they're gonna get in August.
Oh, hold on. Sorry, Kalen DeBoer. LSU just offered me $3 million to come play quarterback for them.
I'm gonna go to the transfer portal. Here's the paper. Your desk. I'm leaving in 3 weeks. That's it. That's college football. It's ridiculous. The transfer portal, the NIL, it's ridiculous.
I'm sick and tired of it.
It's 19, 18, 20-year-olds, kids 3 or 4 years younger than us, get paid twice, 10 times, 100 times more than we are.
People don't realize this, but you haven't given it much thought. No one's given it much thought. You're 18, 19 coming out of high school. No, 17 or 18 coming out of high school now that you can reclassify. I'm going to lay out some knowledge now because it does not get the respect it deserves, and I feel like I'm the only person who cares anymore about it. College baseball does not get the respect it deserves. When you are 18, fresh out of high school, in some form and way, if you're good enough, you're already ranked in the MLB's top 100 prospects. You could go to college, or you could practice, or you could try to go out for a pro team in college baseball.
That is true.
That's baseball for you. But just because you get on with a pro team does not mean you're going to get an opening day roster slot. You're probably going to start off with a single A team or a double A team, but you got to work your butt off.
There's got to be some kind. There's got to be some.
So the MLB, I mean, college baseball is not what college basketball and football is.
Mm-mm.
You could completely skip college in baseball and go play pros if you want to.
Tyler, I got a question. If you had the saying, would you say, no, I want these high school players to come play for a college team for at least 1 or 2 years before they can go to the MLB? What would you do to fix?
I need 3 seasons out of them.
3 seasons?
I need 3 seasons out of a player.
Okay. Like junior season?
I need a junior season out of them.
Just like college football does.
Exactly. I need a junior season out of them.
Okay. I can see that. Yeah.
Redshirt me my first. If I'm a college athlete and I'm good, redshirt me my first. But I can't start. Redshirt me my freshman year. Let me play the next season. Let me play the next season, which is my sophomore year.
Yeah.
And then let me play my junior and let me decide on whether I want to go pro or stay just for the love of the game.
Yeah.
Nobody stays for their senior year and then goes pro.
Yeah.
No one.
I 100% agree. Because, well, college basketball is like...
Cam Newton left his junior year.
Cam
Newton still has a year of eligibility at Auburn. I'm trying to think who's still... Jalen Milroe's still got another year of eligibility. Quinn Ewers. All these guys you see going pro, I mean, look at it like this. Look at basketball. All you got to do is play your freshman and sophomore year. You don't even have to play your sophomore year. You just got to play 1 year of college. Look at Bronny.
Bronny's in the G League.
Bronny's NIL was ridiculous just for him to get picked up by the Lakers early in the second round. It's BS. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely crap that the kids are more focused on the money than they are for the love of the game.
Like I said earlier, Tyler, the word commitment is not committing to a school anymore. The commitment means I'm committed to the paycheck that's going to give to me in August.
Yeah.
That's the key. And like you said, there's for MLB and for college baseball, there's got to be a way for these players to go. Well, if you want to go to a Major League Baseball, you're going to have to work your way through it. You got to go to college and play for 3 seasons to get your draft stock up or your prospect stock up. So, like,
sorry, I got the Auburn game pulled up on my phone.
It's just,
I think,
yeah,
I agree. Just like everybody else, college sports have been ruined by money, have been ruined by NIL. I don't think the transfer portal is a big deal.
yeah.
Let them transfer. Let them see if they can get a starting position at another school. But entering the portal, there's a difference in entering the portal looking for play time and looking for achievements and getting better, and then there's entering the transfer portal looking for money. And if you're in it for the money, then you're an idiot, in my opinion. You're an absolute idiot, in my opinion. It's ridiculous. It is a total waste of time. Stop it, stupid phone. I think, like I said, I just think it's a waste of time. Anyway, well, I think that's enough for college football. I think that's enough for college tonight.
I really enjoyed that rant with the NIL and everything.
I'd say it was a good take.
Because I hate how sports has become. I really do. And you know, if we get our buddy Nick Bass into this,
we're going to try to get Nick on. We're going to try to get We're going to try to get a guest on next week.
Nick Bass is an NIL and a transfer portal hater.
I'm not a transfer portal hater. I'm just an NIL hater.
I'm both. I don't like the transfer portal.
Like I said, use it for smart decisions, not dumb decisions.
There's got to be rules. I don't mind the transfer portal, but there's got to be rules with it. You're transferring too much. You can't transfer your first year.
Oh.
I say you transfer going into your second or third year of your time with your team. So.
Yeah.
And as far as I know right now, you know, looking into this game, ladies and gentlemen, Alabama is struggling against Ole Miss. So I am not happy.
They're beating the brakes off of Mississippi State right now.
It's the lack of turnovers.
It's another top 20 win for Auburn. Well, we still got a whole bunch of ball game left, so anything can happen.
So there's a bunch of ball game for us too. We're only down by 4, which is fine, but like. So how about we get to the NFL? Well,
pull up the playoffs.
Let's see what we got for NFL.
Pull up the playoffs.
This is so. Okay, what do we got here?
So obviously, Bo Nix and the Broncos decided to get skull dragged by the Bills this past weekend. So I think all your all your top seeds won this weekend except for the Vikings.
Yeah.
I heard the Vikings got beat senseless the other night.
Okay. Saturday, January 18th, we have AFC divisional round, Texans versus Chiefs.
Give me Chiefs.
I'm sorry to say this.
Where's the game?
It's going to be at the Chiefs.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to say this. I love you, CJ Stroud. You know, you did pretty well. I like how you do it and everything. I respect your game, but give me the Chiefs.
Give me the Chiefs, man.
Saturday night, we got the Commanders of Jaden Daniels taking on the Detroit Lions.
Give me the Lions, man. I think it'll be a good game, but give me the Lions, man. I am not overhyped or not overhyped. I'm not surprised with how good the Commanders are this year.
Here's the deal. My heart says the Commanders because, well, actually, let me take that back. My brain is saying Commanders because it's making me think the Lions have been out with this bye week and everything. So what if they lose their game? My heart says the Lions, so I'm going to have to follow my heart. I'm going to have to go with the Lions. They're just the better team going into this game. Sunday, next, we got the Rams versus the Eagles. Let me tell you, the Rams did upset the Vikings. The Rams are the little Cinderella team going into this game.
Matthew Stafford still got that dog in him, man. Matthew Stafford has still got it after all these years, and I am not going to deny the fact that Matthew Stafford and, might I add, one of the best I get Chargers and Rams mixed up because they decided to go with the same color scheme. Never mind. No. Screw that comment I was about to make. Because the guy I'm thinking of is on the Chargers. Give me Eagles. Is Jalen back?
Jalen Hurts is back.
Give me Eagles.
With Jalen Hurts back, give me the Eagles. I think it's going to be a well competition. It's going to be in Philadelphia, so it's going to be one of those cold environments. So give me the Eagles. Ravens on the Bills. Hey, Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry, man.
That's my pick right here.
It's the Ravens year, baby. Give me the Ravens.
Give me the Ravens. Give me the Ravens.
Y'all know it. I'm going to ride it.
Give me the Ravens. Derrick Henry had an outstanding game against...
If I'm wrong this weekend, give me clown emojis. Clown me. Clown me, Eli.
I'll clown you. Give me the Ravens. That's all for the games. And then next, you have the conference championships, and then we're off to pick who will win in the Pro Bowl. AFC and
Super Bowl.
No, the Pro Bowl.
Oh, I didn't even think about the Pro Bowl. Oh, man.
The Pro Bowl, which,
7:34, we haven't gotten a call or a hot take yet. Speaking of hot takes, let's take this hot take. Carl, what took you so long?
Hot take and a little bit of history. Today in history, in 1976, Ted Turner became the CEO and owner of the Atlanta Braves.
Okay.
Is that it?
Touch base with the hot take. We are going with the one and only 186 yards on his last game. He will carry the Ravens to the Super Bowl. Derrick Henry.
How many rushing yards?
He had 186, I think is what it said.
186 rushing yards against the Steelers?
Yeah.
Look that up. No way he ran 186 yards against that defensive line.
Let me see.
That defensive line's a bunch of...
They got J.J. Watt's
brother. You mean TJ.
No, TJ.
TJ's a dog.
I would say J.J. Watt's little brother.
Henry had 26 carries for 186 yards, averaging 7.2 yards a carry, 2 touchdowns, his longest rush was 44 yards.
Unbelievable.
I say he tops that and rushes for 200 on the next game.
Not against the Bills.
Exactly right.
Not against the Bills. He's not rushing for 200 yards against the Bills.
He is actually second. He is tied in first. He's tied with first place with 16 rushing touchdowns this season. His total yard, he has had 325 carries. That puts him in second place on carries, and he has rushed for 1,921 yards. He exceeds 2,000 yards rushing in the next game.
Gosh, man. Definitely the best Alabama running back of all time.
Derrick Henry, by far, is the best running back of all time.
Do what?
David? No, I was going to say, no, not David Palmer. I was going to say probably, yeah, he's probably Alabama's. Mark Ingram was right there with
He passed Mark Ingram.
Yeah, I know, but I believe if Yeldon would have been bigger, Yeldon probably could have had as many rushing yards if he'd have been bigger in size.
T.J. Yeldon. What's that school called? Daphne
High School.
Daphne High School native.
But if we go and we talk about the greatest player, I'm gonna give y'all something to play on. Okay. The top most big impact players of all time and it could be basketball, baseball, or football. And I'm going to tell you this. We're going to do Alabama and Auburn. Auburn has 3. Bo Jackson, Frank Thomas.
For what sport?
Cam Newton? Is Cam Newton in it?
No.
What?
Wait, hold on. Pause. What are you?
The top most.
You're looking at the top 3 impacted players for baseball, football, and basketball.
Yep.
Charles Barkley,
Frank Thomas, and Bo Jackson. Bo Jackson did both football and baseball.
Okay.
But Frank Thomas was a better baseball player than Bo Jackson.
Okay. Now.
The Big Hurt.
The top players for Alabama, it's a toss-up in football, but Van Kiffin was probably the best.
I mean, Tiffin?
Baseball player, Van Tiffin.
The kicker?
Baseball and football, but he was very good at baseball. Basketball, I don't really know. Unless you had, what's his name, over the last 2 years. And
Mark Sears is not the best Alabama basketball player.
Of all time?
I'd put... What is it, Brandon Miller?
Brandon Miller.
I'd put Brandon Miller up there.
Yeah.
I'd put Brandon Miller up there. I'd put Colin Sexton up there. Guy's cooking it for the Cavs right now. So I'd put Colin Sexton up there. I'd put Mark Sears in that list. I'd put Grant Williams? Grant? Pedophile slash guy.
Okay, here's your one.
I'd put Grant.
If you did a football player, The best Alabama football player of all time.
The greatest Alabama football player of all time.
It's between Joe Namath and Derek Thomas.
I was going to say Joe Namath, too.
Now, let me ask you this. Who's the greatest quarterback to ever play for Alabama? Auburn's is Cam Newton, obviously. And then Pat Sullivan's number 2. Because I have my opinion on the Alabama best quarterback of all time. And I'll argue this.
Oh.
You know, when Tua...
I think Tua is the best. Tua is the best.
Player in a video game.
Tua is the best. Tua is the best Alabama quarterback of all time.
I would say in the last 17 years, that someone who could control the clock, control the game, had the mindset. I'm going, and I hate to say it, but the one that controlled the game, and from the time he started playing to the time he ended, A.J. McCarron was probably one of the best game controllers in quarterbacks at Alabama. But Tua and Bryce Young is above him as far as stats.
I think
I'm taking Tua.
All-time quarterback of all time is Joe Namath.
I think A.J. McCarron was good at controlling the clock and controlling the whole, controlling the whole game.
I disagree. I disagree. It is not Joe Namath. The generation of quarterbacks. I think it's Tua. Tua is the best Alabama quarterback of all time. And then I think you put Bryce at number 2. I think you put Mac Jones at 3. I think you put A.J. McCarron at 4. And then I think you put...
You know, I read somewhere Alabama's smartest quarterback is a quarterback you would least expect.
Grab McElroy?
Nope. He had
John Parker.
I read somewhere, and I'm gonna go back and look.
John Parker Wilson.
Nope.
Jacob Coker.
John Parker. As far as smart quarterbacks, and I'm talking about on and off the field, academically wise, I read somewhere where Jay Barker was the smartest.
Really?
Yeah. And I think
they said Nick Marshall was the smartest.
I think Greg McElroy was right there behind him.
They said off the field.
On and off the field, yeah.
On and off the field, they say one of the smartest quarterbacks to ever play for Auburn was Nick Marshall or Jared Stidham.
I think Stidham still is Marshall, yeah.
I think Bo Nix, if Bo Nix had a decent
actually, you think smarts on and off the field, Stan White done a lot.
Stan White was a good quarterback. I think Patrick Nix was a really good quarterback.
You think so?
Oh, Patrick Nix is better. I think Bo's better than Patrick Nix, but Patrick Nix was a really good quarterback for Auburn.
I
think honestly, Cam is 1. If you give me my top 5 Auburn quarterbacks of all time, I'm going to give you Cam at 1, Pat Sullivan at 2. I'm going to give you Jason Campbell at 3, because nobody else, other than that 2004 defense, knocked off 3 top 10 teams and held them to 10 points or less the entire season. Went a perfect 13-0 and beat Virginia Tech in the Sugar Bowl that year. It should have been Auburn and USC for the national championship. I think honestly, your 4 position is going to be Nick Marshall, and your fifth best Auburn quarterback of all time is a tie between Bo Nix and Jared Stidham. I can't pick a fifth. Out of those two, I cannot pick between Jared.
Name the top three best running backs at Auburn of all time.
Bo Jackson's one.
Yeah.
I think Cadillac Williams is 2. Ronnie Brown is 3. I'm gonna go young. Give me Jarquez Hunter at 4.
Do you know
And give me no, wait. You know what? Give me Trey Mason at 4. And give me Jarquez Hunter at 5.
Trey Mason
Okay,
should
so
be
here you
he's
go.
good with the read option.
Let me hear your opinion on this.
He's good
And
power
I'm
back.
just going by what I'm reading.
Miss him.
The number one quarterback in college football of all time.
Case Keenum.
You know what 247 Sports says it is?
What?
Number one, Tim Tebow.
No!
They have Johnny Manziel at 25, Graham Harrell at 24,
Who?
Jameson Winston at 23, Andre Ware at 22. These are the top 25 greatest quarterbacks of college football, supposedly. Charlie Ward at 21, Colt McCoy at 20,
No!
at 19, Jim Plunkett at 18, Michael Vick at 17,
Ooh.
Steve Spurrier at 16, Johnny Lou Jack of Notre Dame at 15, Lamar Jackson 14, number 13 Marcus Mariota, number 12 Ty Detmer, number 11 Roger Staubach, number 10 is Steve McNair, Danny Werfel at number 9, Joe Burrow at number 8.
No! That is BS!
Deshaun Watson at number 7, Matt Leinart at number 6.
All.
The top 5 goes to Case Keenum.
What?
4, Baker Mayfield.
No!
3, Vince Young.
Okay.
Okay.
2, Tommy Frazier. And number 1, Florida, Tim Tebow.
Where's Cam? Where the crap is Cam Newton? Where's Bryce?
247's top 25 greatest college backs.
No! That is BS! You put Joe Burrow at 8 and don't even put Cam? Cam and Joe Burrow are 2 of the best quarterbacks of all time. It is literally a debate. Who is better? Who was better? Joe Burrow or Cam Newton? Cam led a terrible Auburn team, and Joe Burrow went completely off in Tuscaloosa and secluded his Heisman Trophy. No!
Let me ask you this. Now, Danny Werfel, when he was at Florida, Danny Werfel was good.
I need some Advil.
Would you still say that Cam Newton
I'm confused.
is better than Tua?
Depends on the stat line. Cam did what Tua...
If they played each other in a college game with the teams they had, who would win?
I think Auburn could do it. But you got to look at this. That 2010 defense wasn't the best. But I'll give Auburn's defensive line credit. Tua didn't know how to scramble out of the pocket. And if it's one thing I can remember from that 2010 season, it's Auburn could sack. Auburn had, if we're putting the 2010 Auburn team versus Tua's best team, I don't think Tua could escape Nick Fairley.
Okay, so Herbstreit says the coach that wins next year, the coach that loses the Iron Bowl gets fired.
Oh, snap. Go again.
Herbstreit made a statement saying he was talking to Feinbaum, and he says the coach that loses the Iron Bowl next year gets fired.
I don't think DeBoer gets fired.
I'll take another 9-4
I think he put DeBoer on the hot seat if he loses next season.
But how many losses can we take?
What's that 2025 schedule look like?
For Alabama?
Yeah.
It's a lot easier next year than it is this year.
Auburn's got the same exact schedule. Just
We've got to go to Georgia and play Georgia in Georgia.
I'll chalk that one down as a loss.
We had to go to Auburn and play Auburn in Auburn.
Let's work our voodoo, Auburn.
Tennessee has to come to Tuscaloosa. No, wait. Yeah. No.
Florida State.
Hold on. Go down like from start to finish. Is it all in order?
Yep.
All right,
Florida State. Louisiana Monroe.
Hold on. Florida State where?
In Tallahassee.
Give me Alabama. Louisiana Monroe.
Louisiana Monroe, Tuscaloosa.
Give me Alabama.
Wisconsin, Tuscaloosa.
Give me Alabama.
Alabama in Athens, Georgia.
Give me Georgia. So that's one loss, so you're 3-1.
Alabama versus Vanderbilt in Tuscaloosa.
Give me Alabama in the rematch, so you're 4-1.
Give me Alabama and Missouri in Missouri.
Give me Alabama, so you're 5-1.
Alabama at home against Tennessee.
Give me Tennessee.
I think we beat Tennessee at home.
No, give me Tennessee. 5-2. Keep going.
Alabama takes on South Carolina at South Carolina.
You know what? Give me South Carolina.
That could be a toss.
You know what? Swap it around. Give me Alabama over Tennessee. So that puts you at 6-2. Or no, 6-1 or 6-1.
6-2.
Yep. What was the second loss?
Georgia.
Georgia and who? All right. So give me 6-1 going. So you're bowl eligible. DeBoer's bowl eligible. 6-1 going into South Carolina. Give me South Carolina. So that puts you at 6-2. If he's stupid, he'll lose back-to-back, and he'll lose to Tennessee and South Carolina. But I don't see that happening. So give me 6-2, your second loss to South Carolina.
LSU at Alabama.
Give me Alabama.
Alabama beats LSU in Tuscaloosa.
All right.
Oklahoma at Alabama.
Give me Alabama. So you're 8-2.
And then Eastern Illinois Panthers.
9-2. 9-2.
And then Alabama goes to Auburn.
9-3. Give me a 9-3 season with a chance at possibly the playoffs.
That's like the same season we had this.
But what you do is you pull your freaking quarterback out when he's sucking, and you should have never played Miller.
All right. Well, guys, look, I've enjoyed talking to y'all. I'm going to get my last pick in, and y'all probably going to hate me for it. Are you ready for it?
Yeah.
Notre Dame wins by 6.
I'm hanging up. Have a good evening, sir. Absolutely full crap. Notre Dame's not winning no national championship.
Shannon, come on, man. Why you got Notre Dame?
That's blasphemy.
Shannon. I know you're watching this, but come on now.
All right. Dang.
Yeah, well,
hold on. Where's our game? Jeez, 84-62 Auburn.
I'm so glad your game's going very swell for y'all.
Number 1 team in the country, baby. I'm messing with you, dog. Let's go through Auburn's real quick.
5 losses. Just kidding.
Just
kidding.
2025 Auburn football schedule. Alright, at Baylor. Give me Auburn. Ball State, give me Auburn. South Alabama, give me Auburn. I think we bounce back. I think we beat Oklahoma in Oklahoma. So give me Auburn. Give me Auburn against A&M. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a 5-0 start. Give me a loss at Georgia. So you're 5-1. Missouri, give me a win. Give me a win against. No, I just can't. I can't call our season this early. I just can't.
It's very unpredictable.
It's too early. Like, it's way too early. I just can't do it. I mean, I honestly don't know what to say. It's way too early to be calling the season. Come back to me in August when football season starts rolling around. I just can't.
So my take for the national championship, give me Ohio State by 2 touchdowns. 2 touchdowns. Ohio State pulls away in the fourth quarter and they win. I'll say 24-14. It's gonna be a short score game defensively.
Give me Ohio State 35-17.
So you think it's going to be a complete, just
I said it'll be close early on. Give me Ohio. Give it to me close. Give it to me 17. Give me 17-7. No, you know what? No. Give me. Give me 21-10 at the half. Give me 21-10 at the half. And Ohio State just wins it. I mean, B-dubs?
Huh?
We going to B-dubs?
Hey,
we're going to get
beats B-dubs.
We'll go get B-dubs. Absolutely. Anyway,
B-dubs.
I'd say we got a lot to talk about next Tuesday. We'll try to get a friend on. Hopefully he'll be willing.
Anyways, fellas, it's been nice.
Another week done. Thank you for watching, guys. If you're new to the channel, press like, press subscribe, leave comments down below of what you think. We're live here every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Central Time.
And Tyler, I have a question before we have. I had this thought during the podcast. At some point, what if we do like a short little film called Watch Games with Tyler and Eli, like in the near future,
like highlights or something, or
no, like live, be on live, and we'll have a game on or something.
Different sports, different.
Yeah,
I like it. We'll give it some thought.
Like it'll be the near future, but not now. But I'm saying like once we have like the technology.
Now that we're back, like we want to start getting guests on. So
yeah,
the holiday season really threw us off.
Yeah.
But other than that, guys, it's so good to be back. Second episode back for the new year. We love y'all. We hope y'all have a great week. As you know, hit them home runs, make them slam dunks, throw those touchdown passes, hit those slap shots. Great week. We'll see y'all next Tuesday night right here at 7.
As always, roll Tide.
War Eagle and chop on. Go Braves.
Go Braves.